Okay, let's start. Right, we are about to start our new lesson, which is lesson number 5 related to program development. Now, up to now, we have discussed about different chapters covering different areas. This chapter number 5 is very important chapter because it helps us understand how to instruct computer to do something for us, what we need to do. If we want to get that thing done from a computer, we need to instruct the computer. අපිට computer එක ලව්වා computer එකෙන් වැඩක් කරගන්න ඕන නම් අපි මොකද කරන්න ඕන? අපි computer එකට කියන්න ඕන මේ computer එක මට මේක කියලා කරලා දෙන්න කියලා. මට මේක කරලා දෙන්න කියලා කියන්න ඕන. ඉතින් ඒකට තමයි අපිට programming වැදගත් වෙන්නේ. That is why programming is important. So if we know programming, then we can ask the computer to do something which will be helpful for us. Before learning this, before starting this chapter, I would like to recall the chapter that we have learned in grade 6, which is related to programming. හරි මේක පටන් ගන්න කලින් මම හිතනවා මම මතක් කරන එක හොඳයි කියලා grade 6 වල programming chapter එක අපි ඉගෙන ගත්ත දේවල් ටික, because it is very important and we are continuing from that. grade 6 එකෙන් තමයි අපි 7 එකට continue කරන්නේ. හරි 7 එකෙන් තමයි 8 එකට continue කරන්නේ. In case if you miss grade 7, you have to join in grade 6 class and cover this initial lesson in grade 6. දැන් ඔයාලට මේක miss වෙලා තියෙනවා නම් 6 වල කොටස ඔයාලා 6 එකට join වෙලා ඒක cover කරගන්න. එතකොට 7 වල 8 වලදී miss වුණ කට්ටියට ඕනනම් මේකට අවිලා cover කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, anyway. So let's start the lesson. First, it has mentioned something about decomposing the problem. Okay. Problems are different. Problems are different cases where it needs a solution. So problem is something that need a solution. Problem එකක් කියන්නේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් කියන්නේ විසඳුමක් ඕන දෙයක්. Some problems are easy, some problems are difficult to handle. Example, if you are given a problem, okay, can you tell me price of a pen is price of a pen is 20 rupees. I bought 10 pens. What is the total? Okay, I'm repeating the question. Price of a pen is 20 rupees. Price of a pen is 20 rupees. Panaka Miller, this side. Price of a pen is 20 rupees. I bought 10 pens. Mama pen 10ක් ගත්තා. What is the total cost? Yes?
200 rupees.
Price of a pen is 20 rupees. I bought 10 pens. Yes? Price of a pen is 20 rupees. I bought 10 pens. Here. What is the total? 200 rupees. Yes. ප්‍රයාණක මිල රුපියල් 20යි. මම පෑන් 10ක් ගත්තා නම් 20 වරක් 10 මගේ බිල 200යි. So it's a simple problem. ඒක හරි සරල problem එකක්. ඒ වගේ එකක් විසඳන්න ලොකු දෙයක් කරන්න ඕන නැහැ. Okay, there are 40 students in my class. They have faced examination. All of them wrote 10 papers. I need to find who's the first. Okay, මම ආයි කියන ප්‍රශ්නේ. There are 40 students in my class. මගේ class එකේ ළමයි 40ක් ඉන්නවා. All of them faced 10 examinations. ඒ හැමෝම exams 10ක් ලිව්වා. Now I need to find who is the first. මට ඕන කවුද පළවෙනියා කියලා හොයාගන්න. කොහොමද කරන්නේ? ළමයි 40ක් මගේ පන්තියේ ඉන්නවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ exams 10ක් ලිව්වා. මට ඕන පන්ති පළවෙනියා කවුද කියලා හොයාගන්න. How can I do that?
By calculating all marks each student has.
Yeah, by calculating all marks each student has. Then after that, is it over?
No. With those marks, find the highest marks in the
Yes, within those marks, you have to find the highest. හරි. කොහොමද එතකොට කරන්නේ? students ලා 40ම marks ගන්නවා. I have to calculate total marks. කියන්නේ එකතු හොයන්න ඕන හැම ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක්ගේම total එක. Because there are 40 students in my class, I need to find the total of each student. Each student means all 40. After that, I have to find the maximum. ඊට පස්සේ මම හොයා ගන්න ඕන කාගේද ලොකුම එක තියෙන්නේ. Who got the maximum? Then he is the first. Right? හැබැයි ඒක කරන්න අර කලින් වගේ 20 10න් වැඩි කරලා 200යි කිව්වා වගේ බෑ. Earlier, you have just multiplied 20 by 10 and said 20 multiplied by 10 is 200. But this time, where we have 40 students in the class and each of them wrote 10 exams, now it's complicated. You need to get each mark for each examination obtained by each student and get the sum of that and then order that from top to bottom, then find the largest mark, and that is it. Okay, right, that is a bit complicated, right? Now you know, okay, the earlier problem that I reported, 10 pens, you bought 10 pens each with 20 rupees, each was 20 rupees. It's easy to calculate. Pan 20ක් ගත්තා, හැම පෑනම රුපියල් 10යි. රුපියල් 20 ගානේ පෑන් 10ක් ගත්තා, sorry. රුපියල් 20 ගානේ පෑන් 10ක් ගත්තා, මිල 200යි. හැබැයි පන්තියේ පළවෙනි හොයන්න ගියාම 40 දිනක් ඉන්න පන්තියක එක්සෑම්ස් 10ක් ලියලා තියෙද්දි අපිට වැඩේ ලේසි නෑ පුතේ. මොකද එක ස්ටුඩන්ට් ගේ මාක් දැනගන්න ඕන හැම එක්සෑම් එකටම ඒවා එකතු කරන්න ඕන ඊට පස්සේ හදන්න ඕන වැඩි එකේ ඉඳන් අඩු වෙනකම් පිළිවෙලට ඉතින් එහෙම කළා තමයි සම්මත හොයන්න ඕනේ. It's not easy job. හරි ඒවා complicated. Then these complicated problems in order to solve කොහොමද අපි විසඳන්නේ? ඒවා චූටි කොටස් වලට බෙදලා. You can see this shape in your screen. This shape is complicated to draw. The main shape එක අඳින්න හරි අමාරුයි. It's very complicated to draw. කොහෙන්ද පටන් ගන්නෙ කොහෙන්ද ඉවර කරන්නේ? But when you decompose this into the small things, you can see simple shapes. මේක ඔයාලා බෙදලා ගත්තම තියෙනවා සරල හැඩතල තියෙන්නේ. මේ සරල හැඩතල පාට කරලා ගත්තා නම් මේ පාට කරලා තියෙන හැඩතලත් ඊට පස්සේ මිශ්‍ර කරලා මේ විදිහට හදා ගන්න අපිට පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ once the problem is decomposed into small things, it's very easy to solve. හරිද? ඒ වගේ අමාරු ප්‍රශ්නයක් දැක්කොත් බය වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. ඒක චූටි ප්‍රශ්න වලට බෙදා ගන්න. ඒ බෙදානකොට චූටි ප්‍රශ්න වලට බෙදා ගත්තම ඔයාලට උත්තරේ හොයන්න ලේසි. ඒක තමයි මෙතනදී අපි ඉගෙන ගත්ත දේ. Okay, complex problems, when you divide it to small sub problems, it is easy to understand, easy to solve, easy to analyze, easy to describe, easy to calculate. එකක් තියෙනවා easy to calculate. Easy to solve, විසඳන්න ලේසි. Easy to understand, තේරුම් ගන්න ලේසි. Easy to describe, විස්තර කරන්න ලේසි. Easy to analyze, ඒක විශ්ලේෂණය කරන්න ලේසි. Easy to calculate, ඒක ගණනය කරන්න ලේසි. All these things you need to know. Okay, that is right now. පුතේ you need to rename. මම දැන් අර unmute කරන්න කියපගෙන rename කරේ නැත්නම් ආව disconnect වෙනවා. Please rename yourself. I will rename. Wait, I will rename you with a random one. I can see that you are going to disconnect soon. I will rename with your random one. මම ඔයාලට දාන random T random F. Okay, I F number එකක් දුන්නා මම random. හැබැයි ඒක හරියට මාරු කරගන්න, right? I have given random F number to you. Change it. Okay, now we have discussed how to solve a large problem. Okay, I will ask question. 5 into 6 plus 4 divide by 7. Divide by 2. Okay, divide by 2. 5 into 6. හරි ඔන්න ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා 5 into 6 මේක පොත බලන්න එපා 5 into 6 5 into 6 plus 4. Everything you need to divide by 2. How can you find the solution for this problem? Yes, divide by 2. What is the answer for this problem? Yes. How to calculate this? Can anybody tell? How can I calculate this? කොහොමද මම මේක calculate කරන්න පුතේ? Yes, you need to talk. Otherwise, how can I do the class?
26.
Yes, Pute?
The answer is 26.
Answer is 26, is it? කොහොමද calculate කරේ පුතේ? First
we multiply 5 into 6.
Okay,
and
then
then
what is the answer? 5 into 6, what is the answer?
30.
30, okay. Adding 4, then what is the answer?
34.
34. Okay, divide by 2, what is the answer?
34.
34 divided by 2. Here the 3ට 2 එකයි 17ට 7යි 17, right? Okay, the answer is 17. Okay. Now we have decompose. දැන් මේක අපි decompose කරලානේ කරේ. ඉස්සල්ලාම කරේ වැඩි කරන එක, ඊට පස්සේ එකතු කරන එක, ඊට පස්සේ බෙදන එක මේ. First we multiplied, then we add, then we divide. That is called ඒක තමයි අපි කරන්නේ. ප්‍රශ්නයක් ටිකක් අමාරු එකක් ආවොත් අපි solution එකක් හොයන විදිහ. Okay, now so use a flow chart to represent an algorithm. What is an algorithm? What is an algorithm? Can anybody tell me what is an algorithm? Yes. Can anybody tell me?
Step-by-step instructions.
Very good. It is step-by-step instructions to solve a problem, right? You have to tell like that. It is step-by-step instructions to solve a problem. So that you call an algorithm. Very good, right? Algorithm is a mechanism, a way to solve a problem. Okay, simply what you said previously is an algorithm. First multiply, then add, then divide. This is an algorithm to solve this problem. එතකොට මේ problem එක තමයි මේ ගාන හදන එක. ඒක විසඳන්න algorithm එක මොකද්ද? First multiply, then add, then divide. First multiply, then add, then divide. So that is the algorithm to solve that problem. Likewise, any of these programs, any of these cases, we can solve it using an algorithm. මේ ඕනම එකක් අපිට algorithm එකකින් solve කරන්න පුළුවන්. algorithm එකක් පාවිච්චි කරලා විසඳන්න පුළුවන්. algorithm එකක් කියන්නේ ප්‍රශ්න විසඳන ක්‍රමවේදය. කොහොමද අපි පියවරෙන් පියවර ගැටලුවක් විසඳන්නේ? Okay, when we are solving a problem, we can identify significant areas, significant control structures in this data flow. Okay, now you can see this. What is this? What is this diagram? What is the name of this diagram? Yes.
Flow chart.
Flow chart. We have learned that in our grade 6 syllabus, right? Hope you can remember. That is called flow chart. We have learned it in grade 6. අපි එක ඉගෙන ගත්තේ 6 වසරේදී. So flow chart, why we are using flow chart to show algorithms? ඇයි අපි flow chart වලින් මේ algorithm පෙන්නන්නේ පුතේ? Why we are using flow chart to show these algorithms?
To solve the problem easily.
Yeah, to solve the problem easily, that is true. But why we can't use words? We can use words and explain the solution, like we did here. Then මෙතන අපි වචන පාවිච්චි කරලානේ පුතේ ක්‍රමය කියලා තියෙන්නේ. We have used words and symbol and letters, no, and numbers, no. Why we cannot use the same? Why we are using this?
It is easy to understand.
Yes,
Because it's easy to understand.
it is easy to understand. Yeah, because like picture is like picture can explain 1,000 words. something like that. Because if you write this using words, it can be ambiguous, because person to person, the vocabulary, word, and also the pronunciation, usage of language can be different, right? Even in Sri Lanka, you know, how many of you are from Matara down south? Anyone joining from Matara, Gaul areas, Tangol,
Yes.
Tanugia? Sometimes, like, I don't know whether you are speaking the same, but in TV, I have seen there is a different language in that area. Some people used to tell there's a different language. Ne? පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් නේ සමහර වචන එහෙම. අර මේ
Sir,
කියන්නේ මොනවද පුතේ?
yes, it's very different because I feel that I was born in Matale.
Huh?
Then I came to Gaul, so
Huh?
there was a big difference
Big
in
difference
the
in
way
the
of their
language.
speaking, in the
Right.
language.
Yeah. Because I also have friends from Gaul and Madra. They used to speak in different way. Q and A, so something like, so different pronouns in different things. I'm originally from Kent, but when I move with my friends in Gaul, maybe even Jaffna and Nuwara, right? The Tamil they are using different language, different Tamil. Is there any Tamil students here? Are there any Tamil students? Seems no. Okay, if there are. So they, like in Jaffna, one kind of Tamil, but in Hatton, one kind of Tamil. Tamil is also different. And also, so among Muslims, there is one variation of Tamil, but in Hindus use different variation of Tamil. Right? Arabic also the same. So country to country, the usage is quite different. Not like letters are same, but mostly, but the pronunciation, the way of using that words, there are unique differences. So these words are ambiguous, right? But the symbols are unique. Ellipse is ellipse everywhere. Rectangle is rectangle everywhere. Entire world will use rectangle, right? Entire world, that is a rectangle. Entire world, this is a rounded rectangle or ellipse. Entire world, this is a parallelogram. මුළු ලෝකෙටම මේක සමාන්තරාශ්‍රයක්. මුළු ලෝකෙටම මේක ඍජු කෝණාශ්‍රයක්. මුළු ලෝකෙටම මේක ellipse එකක් නැත්නම් rounded rectangle එකක්. මුළු ලෝකෙටම මේක arrow එක. Entire world will use this as a diamond. We'll call this as a diamond or square in like tilted square. Anyway, so these symbols are unique. Symbols are unique, easy to understand, and it can express more. It is unambiguous as well. Unambiguous means it's clear. So that is why we prefer symbols when planning a software. This is the plan actually. If you want to create the software, we need a plan. Software එකක් හදන්න ඕන නම් අපි plan එකක් හදා ගන්න ඕන. Plan එක තමයි flow chart එකෙන් හදන්නේ. Right? Plan එක තමයි flow chart එකෙන් හදන්නේ. එතකොට මේ plan එක පුතේ, this plan need to be unambiguous. Plan එක unambiguous වෙන්න ඕන. කියන්නේ පැටලිලි සහගත වෙන්න බෑ. It should be unambiguous. That is why we are using a set of symbols. Okay, let's write small note on this. As some of you were there in my grade 6 classes, but some of you were not there. Therefore, so please use your IDs. I have to temporarily rename yourself to stop disconnecting Rhythm. Please use your IDs always. Okay, let's move to the note very quickly. Let's write small note on this. The note is, you have to write down using programming to solve problems with in computers, using computers. Or programming to solve problems using computers. Please write down that heading. Then we need to write down, no need to write the singular note, just write the English note. So in case if you have difficulty, you can read the singular note. But with me, you can write down the English medium note. computer hardware works according to the instructions given by computer software. We can create these software programs by our own. Programming is important in this. There are three basic ways of arranging codes. There are three basic ways of arranging codes, and those are known as control structures in programming. You need to zoom, right? Some of you are using mobile phones. We can create an algorithm to solve a problem using these control structures. Once created, we can reuse them to solve similar problems with different inputs. It will process these inputs according to the instructions given in the algorithm and produces the expected outcome. Okay, you need to write down this. So today, actually, we need to write down few notes. Don't worry, I will explain the note. I think explanation is always there. Explanation එක දීලා තියෙනවා. එතන මේ control structures පාලන ව්‍යුහ තියෙන්නේ පුතේ ඒක problem එකක් විසඳන ක්‍රම. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක ලියන්න පුළුවන් අපිට we can write that as a sequence. Sequence කියන්නේ අනුපිළිවෙල. In an order. Selection, we have to take decision. That is selection. Repetition. Repetition means repeating the same set of instructions again and again. That is called repetition. Let's write down them next. So anyway, using them and arranging them in an order to solve a problem, we call that as an algorithm. Please write down this and raise your hand. Please write down this and raise your hands once you have finished. Okay, what are these control structures? This is a recap of what you have learned in grade 6, right? So what are these control structures? There are three. So the first one is sequence. Sequence is where the instructions are executed. As I said, instructions are executed one after another in and order. So selection is where you have a multiple alternatives. Select a path or flow from given alternatives, considering a condition. Based on a condition, you have to select a given. There are alternatives, but from that you have to select one. Repetition. Repeating the same instruction flow again and again based on a condition. This is also based on a condition. So that is called repetition. So why we are using flow charts to do that is the next thing. Next thing is we need to identify why we need to use flow charts. When writing algorithms, what is the requirement of flow chart? That is to make it unambiguous, as I said. Okay. For that, you can write in the system designing phase. You can say planning phase. We used to represent, an algorithm using a set of symbols, then using natural language. The reason is to make it clear to the readers. Clear to the readers by avoiding the ambiguity of natural language. Software engineering is mostly a team effort. Therefore, it needs an unambiguous and solid plan. Flowcharts are used in worldwide to represent algorithms using a simple set of symbols. Okay, using a simple set of symbols. You may wonder why I am writing note. Haven't I planned the class? No, Bhuti, I have planned the class. I have already have the note. I have already prepared the note. That is for the last batch. But I never I'm not that lazy unless I have special consideration or I'm not well. I'm reusing, but especially when I'm not well. Otherwise, I used to write note with you. Sometimes this is not the same. Last time note and this note have some differences. So why? The advantage is while doing the lesson, I can improve my typing speed. That is really essential. That's why I'm retyping the note. While doing the lesson, I can improve my typing speed. Also, I can add new things. And this note is innovative. I never forget this. And I used to construct this with your support. That's why. Otherwise, if you analyze, if you go and see the teaching which is done for the last batch, this note is already there. But normally I'm not reusing. I'm using it, but not that much. Right? I can reuse, but not to save the time. But that is especially if I'm not well only I'm using that. Otherwise, I used to do that because that will improve myself as well. My memory capacity will be improved. My typing speed will be improved. I will get an exercise. I will not be a lazy man. I will not be a lazy man. Those are the plus points for me. Okay, I hope that you have written the first part. Let's move to the second part. And also, please indicate the symbols. There are different symbols in different places, but simply all of them are using same set of symbols. So, the first thing is ellipse or rounded rectangle. Denotes start, denotes the start and the end. Then parallelogram. Parallelogram some places they are using this ellipse, some places they are using rounded rectangle, some places they are using ellipse. So then here in the processing, rectangle, parallelogram is for input output, and this is for the connection on off. Like you can use simply circle. Mostly this is ignored in your syllabus. Mostly this part is not used. Connector. Decision is diamond, and then arrows are showing the data flow. Now, actually, after writing and drawing, we can easily understand the flow charts. So let's move to the book and try to understand what are the flow charts there. And what we are going to do is we are going to convert these flow charts into work in programs in this chapter. So in grade 6, we have only learned flow chart part. But actually, to stop the boredom, I just said about the other things also. අර ඔයාලට කම්මැලිකම යන්න මම මේ හැබැයි ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් පාර්ට් එකත් ඇත්තටම කරා කියලා ටිකක් කරා 6 දී. ඒතකොට ඔයාලට වැඩි අර බෝරින් වෙන්නේ නැහැනේ. හැබැයි මම ආයේ grade 7 වලදී එහෙම කරේ නැහැ කියලා හිතලා මුලින් ඉඳන් කරන්න. I will do that from the beginning, considering that it was not done. But ඇත්තටම මම grade 6 වලදී ඒක ඔයාලට කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. I have taught you in grade 6 as well. Okay, let's move to the book. I hope that you have already done that. Let's move to the book and see what's there. This is what we are going to learn. That is scratch under the programming. Okay, let's try to understand these flowcharts and also the data flows. And sequence is where you have the instructions in an order. It's like set of steps. How you came from grade 6 to grade 7 and to grade 8. And how you came from grade 6, grade 7, grade 8 is basically that indicates this flowchart indicates that how you came from grade 6 to grade 7, and then grade 8, grade 9, 10 likewise. It is sequenced in an order. And you can see, so this flow chart is not related to programming, but it indicates, this is not related to programming, but it indicates how to put a cover to a book. Right? Cover in a book in a flow. But these are very simple things, like, but still, these are not programs. පොතට cover දාන්න program ලියන්නේ නැහැ. අපි හැබැයි පොතට cover දාන්න robot කෙනෙක් හදන්න පුළුවන්. You can create a robots to do the same. Anyway, when you are doing that, you can see all the tasks need to be followed after one, like each. So each step is coming after the next step. So this is in an order. After like cut the paper, then place the paper, then fold the outer cover, then like paste the inside, close the edge and outer cover, and then label your text in front of the for the identification. Like you can see, all are in an order. Cover එකක් දානකොට පොලයක් කපලා අරගෙන පොතේ size එකට අරගෙන ඒක නවලා ඇතුලෙන් නවලා cover එක දාලා ඒක අලවලා ඊට පස්සේ label එක ගහනවා. ඒ පිළිවෙලට නියම. All these are in an order. So see this, finding the area of this rectangle, area of perimeter. Area කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? වර්ගඵලය. Perimeter කියන්නේ පරිමිතිය. Area of perimeter is easy. Finding the area of perimeter. Get the length and height, width and length and get the length and width, then multiply them and find the area. Get the length and width, add them and multiply by 2, then width එකයි length එකයි අරගෙන ඒක දෙකෙන් වැඩි කරාම එන්නේ පරිමිතිය නේ. නැත්නම් width එක එකතු කිරීම, length එක එකතු කිරීම, ආය width එක එකතු කිරීම, ආය length එක. Width plus length plus width plus length is the perimeter. Or you can do the simple way, width plus length multiplied by 2 is the perimeter. Area is width into length. So but both of these are sequence. So when the flow chart is there, it's very, very easy to convert that to a program. I will show, but this is not there in your syllabus. This is the world actually #1 ranking programming language. That is called Python. So if you are following a programming coding course, you will be learning. Actually, we have coding course which is going on this Wednesday. If anybody wish to learn coding, you can join it that Wednesday batch. I have already announced that in the groups, but some of you are interested, some of you are not. That depends, right? But anyway, you can see here. So if I can see the flow chart, it's very, very easy to convert that to a real program. Okay, here, start, get the length and width. I can say length is, you have to get that, input the length. Enter the length. It's very easy. It's not difficult. Enter the length. Then you need to get the width. Then you need to find the area and perimeter by calculating. Finally, you need to print the area and perimeter. See the same instruction, area equal length multiplied by width. Multiplication sign එකට විතරක් asterisk එක. Perimeter equal length plus width multiplied by 2. එකමනේ. Length එක ගත්තා, width එක ගත්තා, ඒ දෙක වැඩි කරා, මේක ඒ දෙක එකතු කරලා දෙකෙන් වැඩි කරා. ඊට පස්සේ print කරන්න. Print, you can say area is කියලා අපි area එක print කරමු. ඊට පස්සේ print. See how easy the programming is. And then perimeter is කියලා perimeter එක print කරමු. area is this, perimeter is this, then save it. Okay, then run the code. And you will be asked, the length and this. And you can see, oh, can't multiply. You need to convert this to integer. Sorry, it's my mistake. You need to get it as numbers, right? Then it won't be affected. Let's run this, run module. Okay. Length. You can see the area and the perimeter. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy. You can take a screenshot and try this later, but not. This is not related to you. පුතේ ඔයාලට මේක අදාළ නැහැ. හැබැයි මම පෙන්නුවේ මේක තියෙනවා නම් plan එක තියෙනවා නම් හරි ලේසි ගෙවල් හදන්න. ඒ වගේ තමයි. If the plan is that's very, very easy to convert that to a working code. Okay, with that I will conclude lesson for today. Let's see you all next week with real programming. I will discuss that next week. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Okay, bye.
Right.